Hi, my name is Pam Strain, and I have the privilege of guiding you through our second episode of our 1 Peter mini-series. I currently live in Boise, Idaho, and I wanted to share a little bit about my journey, especially as it pertains to identity, so you can see and understand why I'm so passionate about this topic. I became a Christ follower in junior high, but I've been on a journey ever since then to learn and discover who I am. During my teenage years and into college, I would describe myself as a chameleon. I desperately wanted to be liked and loved, and so I would just adapt to whatever the circumstance is. Whatever I thought I needed to do or be, I would be that and try to be that so that I could get people to like me. Well, this was a little tenuous and unstable at best, and so you can imagine when I heard the good news, or what we call the gospel, for the first time. I was drawn to this fact that God loves me, period. That He sent Jesus to die for me so that I could have this amazing, grace-filled, love-filled relationship with Him. It's taken some bumps and some learning curves, and I'm still learning, but to grasp the fact that I am loved, period, that God not only loves me, but that He likes me, that He thinks I'm the bomb, that He delights in me, this has been life-changing and transforming for me. So much so that it has impacted all my relationships and actually my calling in life as well. My senior year in college, I was pursuing social work. I thought I was going to work in the foster care adoption world, and then God had other plans for me. He began to show me that while social work was a great profession, for me, I actually had the root, the fix for people's lives, and not just the Band-Aid approach that social work could do, but that God had gifted me uniquely so that I could share the good news of the love of God with college students. So I joined Cruise staff right out of college and have been involved in full-time ministry ever since then. I love walking alongside people and helping them grow one step closer to God and understanding how loved they are and what their purpose is. Now, this lifestyle of living loved, as I call it, has not always been easy. I still hear false voices and sometimes leading and guiding me down the wrong path. This especially became true during the midst of COVID, what we like to call those few years as the COVID churn, which forever changed a lot of our lives. But during that time, I probably spent too much time on social media, and I got so distracted by all these passionate people that were telling me what I should do and what I should be passionate about, that I lost my way and forgot what God had gifted me to do. And so through just the help of my friends and doing this First Peter cohort together and studying it together, it just continued to kind of bring me back and firm up my foundation. So 1 Peter is written, as we've seen already, to a group of believers that found themselves in exile. They did not have a home. They were being bullied. They were being treated as outcast. And so Peter, in this book, gives some foundational principles about who they are and where their secure home is. And he tells them that they have been personally chosen for this mission of being in this country at this particular time. And I believe that God has chosen you for whatever place you find yourself in for this particular time in life as well. So I think you're going to enjoy 1 Peter, and I think you're going to enjoy looking at your own journey and seeing just how incredibly loved and valued you are and what great plans God has for you. Thank you for joining us as we took a little tour through identity in 1 Peter. I hope you learned just a little bit more about who you are and what your purpose might be. I've heard identity defined as our being or who we are, and our calling is our doing or what we do as a result of our identity. So my desire and prayer for you is that you begin to understand just a little bit more about how wonderful you are, how unique you are. You can find this out by just straight ask God. Say, who am I, God? Who have you made me to be? And then ask the people around you, what do you see that I have in my life that are strengths that might feed what your calling is? And it's, for me, it has freed up all these other things that I don't have to do anymore, that I can just be focused on the things that bring me life and joy and how God uniquely wired me. So I want you to just go forth in confidence, excited about learning a little bit more about who you are, because the world needs you. The world needs you in your story, in the grander story of God's story, and I can't wait to see what comes from it. Thanks for joining us.